Hello everyone, Markle255 here and welcome to my first scripted video. Ever since I started writing up analysis on Word documents on games, which admittedly wasn't too long ago, only in like November, I wanted to put them into script form and upload them to YouTube. This is kind of going to be a test to see how well this does with you guys and just how well it works. Anyway, this video will be all about the songs, Ballistic from the Witty mod, Madness from the Tricky mod, and Foolhardy from the Zardy mod for Friday Night Funkin. Each of these songs are super fun to play and I highly recommend you check them out. But today, I want to focus on how these songs test your endurance, your reaction times, how well you pay attention, and how fast you play. Without further ado, let's first talk about endurance. Ballistic is the textbook example of endurance in this game. It has a lot of notes which you have to press twice in a row, and the part everybody knows with is the crown jewel in this song. It's a super long moment and you still have to play a lot more after that. Madness doesn't really have an immensely long moment like Ballistic, but it still has this. Foolhardy, however, does have a super long part at the literal end of the song, but it does give you ample time to heal up a bit before you get there. Oh, but then again, there is a section in between the quote-unquote healing section and the long bit. It isn't too long, so yeah. Each of these sections tests the endurance of your fingers and arms simply because of how long they are and how many notes you need to press. Anyway, moving on to reaction times. Madness definitely takes you by surprise every now and then, and it has notes that just kinda happen out of nowhere. Foolhardy also has notes that come out of nowhere, but not really as much. Ballistic, however, doesn't take you by surprise in the song, it takes you by surprise in terms of how the song is implemented in the week. Lo-fi and overhead are both not too difficult, but they do have their hard moments. Ballistic comes out of Funkin nowhere and it's like... When I watched this for the first time, I was in genuine shock. Reaction times are an important factor when making a Friday Night Funkin' level. Coming from a guy who's never made one. Anyway, moving on to attention. Really thinking about this section, it's very similar to the last one. Madness has sections that have you thinking, oh, it's going to be as long as the last, or vice versa. When it subverts expectations and is much shorter, or vice versa. And it also has sections that sound like the end, but actually aren't. Foolhardy also has a bit towards the end, after the bit with the long hold notes, which sounds like it's going to be the end, but you still got the super long section I talked about earlier. Ballistic has the super long section in the middle I talked about earlier, again, which you definitely need to have full focus on to persevere. Finally, let's move on to the speed at which you play / skill. I think it's fairly obvious at this point that these songs test your skill at the game. Ballistic has you not only react to the double notes, you also actually have to hit them, which is no small task. Madness has your reaction times put to the test so you can hit the notes correctly. Foolhardy, however, has you look at the notes Zardy does, have a rough idea on what he does, then play off of the mental notes made. That song is probably best played by doing multiple attempts so you can get the mental notes on the notes used, so you can get a feel for them to have more health later on in the song to succeed past the parts which you can't get in your head. In conclusion, each of these songs I've mentioned use these mechanics I've also mentioned in different ways. This makes each of them feel different to play individually. If you're wondering, my ranking of these songs from easiest to hardest would be Ballistic, Madness, then Foolhardy. Anyways guys, that just about does it for today's video everybody. I really hope you all enjoyed it. And if you like my channel, then why not subscribe, click the like button, check out these videos, share with friends and family, check out my Twitch channel, and click the bell. It'll let you notified when any new videos come out. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day and I'll hopefully see you guys on the next video. Goodbye. Also, I'd love feedback on this, so please let me know if you'd like to see more analysis type videos like these. I've had a blast making this one.